Hello and welcome. I am Matt Taylor and this is my variety channel bringing you another cryptocurrency video. Today I'm going to be talking about the great crypto market crash that happened just a day ago on Wednesday and partly a Tuesday as well, and how am I reacting to it and if I am panicking or not. So we will get into that. And also I want to get into some other cryptocurrency news that may be of value to you, as well as a couple of coins that you may want to keep your eye on just because of kind of their staying power, so to speak, during this crypto crash. And so here we go. Let's get into it. Here is coin market cap, and currently the market cap is 1.8 trillion, down from about 2.4 trillion just a couple of days ago. But it was down to about 1.5 trillion. And so people were panicking like crazy because like almost $1 trillion was wiped out of the crypto market. And why did that happen? Well, there's a combination of things on why the crypto crash happened. Everyone wants to blame Elon Musk, and he probably was a big part of that, because he came out with a tweet and said that Tesla would no longer be accepting Bitcoin as of now for transactions to buy their cars because of the concern on the environment and the energy consumption and things of that nature. And so after that tweet, it seemed like everything dominoes effect and everything started going down, 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 and other big investors were pulling out and selling their positions. Elon Musk claims that Tesla didn't sell any of theirs, and he didn't say if he sold any of his personal Bitcoin holdings. But regardless, it started sending the market going down. And also there's other news, like China came out with some news about crypto, and I'll get into that just a little bit. And however, that's not new news. That kind of stuff happens in China all the time when it comes to crypto. And why am I not worried? Because I am not worried about this. First of all, I've been in crypto since late 2017. And if we look here on CoinMarketCap and we just look at Bitcoin, and right here, early 2018, end of 2017, we had the old all-time high. For those of you who remember this, you're going to know what I'm going to talk about. And then all of a sudden, it drops big time, all the way down. It goes down to like 3,500 from nearly 20,000. The drop was like 85%, something like that, 80%, 85%, somewhere around there. And so many other coins dropped 90, 95%, and some dropped off the planet and never returned. And then what do we see? We see a little surge again in 2019, and it pushed back to 11K. And if you didn't sell this whole time, then you had nothing to worry about. People panic sold again. And then we came to the big boom. We all know about this current boom. And Bitcoin went up to 63,000. And then it dropped a whole third, down to like 40, or it went down to like 35, so almost half. But now it's back up. So the dip is not as big. Monetarily wise, it's greater, but percentage wise, it's not as bad as what happened to the mega bear market that happened in 2017, 2018, or early 2018. And now there's such more of an adoption out there in the world. More and more people are getting interested in crypto. More and more people are buying into crypto. And honestly, I never panic, especially when whales sell. Then they just spread it out against more buyers. And also what that does is it creates a buying point for new investors. And maybe people were waiting. They're like, okay, I'm going to wait and wait. When Bitcoin was at 63,000, people were like, that seems really high. I don't want to buy yet. And now the market starts going down. It creates new entry points for people. So I don't panic. I mean, it kind of stinks when you look in your blockfolio or whatever, and you're like, whoa, I just lost like a third of my portfolio or something like that, or even a half of my portfolio. It's kind of like a gut punch. But again, you don't lose until you sell. You don't lose until you sell. If you didn't sell, you didn't lose anything. I know, like if you like invested your life savings, especially, first of all, don't do that. Don't borrow money to do this. Don't borrow money from your parents to do this, because that takes the pressure off and you can just ride it out. If you're just investing money that you can afford to lose, dips like this are going to happen, and more of these are going to happen in the future. So don't worry about it, especially if you are kind of have a long-term mentality with crypto as a whole and you believe in the crypto space. If you're just a day trader, that's a different story. I don't have very much advice for you. Be careful if you're a day trader. But so that's kind of enough about that. I'm not panicking at all about this. And if you've been in crypto space for a long time, you aren't panicking either, I can imagine. Drop a comment down below and let me know how you feel about this current crypto crash. It's already back up another like 300 billion within a day or two. And so just keep that in mind. But drop a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on this current crypto crash, and let me know what you plan to do. Also, hit that subscribe button and hit thumbs up, smash that like button. That'll really help me out. Now let's go into a little bit of news. This is from CoinDesk, and it says crypto lenders say Wednesday's crypto crash cleaned up excessive leverage. So with that huge boom that we just had in the market, they created excessive leverage, according to this article. The COVID-19 pandemic and latest Bitcoin bull run have provided a handful of stress tests for cryptocurrency lending firms. During Wednesday's market correction, that's a different term than a huge crash. A correction sounds better. Lenders were more prepared. The latest dip didn't hurt as much as March 2020. If you remember, kind of the same thing happened in March 2020, like over a year ago. But it did clear out excessive leverage, Nexo co-founder and managing partner said. It was so rapid because there was quite a lot of leverage. That's why the crash was so deep. Now that it's cleaned up, we don't have as much or don't have such excessive leverage in the system right now. That's why we're seeing this recovery. And you could read that article if you want to read more about that. And so because of the excessive leverage, it's kind of cleaned out now, and now we're able to rebound, and we've seen that in the past day. Like I mentioned, 300 billion added back to the market. And I want to show you something too to keep an eye on. U.S. Treasury proposes crypto transactions over 10K be reported to the IRS. They've always been talking about this in the U.S. here, about the Treasury Department and the IRS talking about crypto. Currently, the United States citizens already have to report their transactions, crypto transactions. But now this is talking about 10K, over 10K be reported. And you can read this article as well. And this is proposing for the 2023. Who knows if this will actually go into an effect? And it's talking about verification and things like that. That they'll kind of hamper down more on that. And we might see that. We might see more and more regulation happen in the United States and on the taxes side. Right now, it's kind of on your honor type system that they are requiring you to do it. And some of the exchanges have tax forms that you can download. It's not clear if they actually send those, if they report those crypto transactions to the IRS or not. They might be required to do that to operate as an exchange here in the US. Also, I want to talk about that China one really quick. Let me find that article. So here is this article right here. Beijing's crypto crackdown is nothing new, but don't dismiss it. So China's reiterated crypto ban sharpens the focus on the financial sector. China's crypto warning on Tuesday, so this was another warning on Tuesday that probably helped spurn or probably helped create that part of the crash. It conveys a pointed message to commercial banks and payment companies that have been friendly to cryptocurrency businesses. The National Internet Finance Association of China, the China Banking Association, and the Payment and Clearing Association of China published a notice saying member financial institutions should not provide services to crypto-related transactions or investment funds. The news appeared to help spark a crypto sell-off on Wednesday when the overall crypto market lost nearly $1 trillion before it began recovery on Thursday, which is today. Although yesterday's notice looks largely the same as before, it is a more explicit warning, specifically for Chinese banks and payment processors. In the past, they've talked about outlawing crypto completely in the whole country, and that they're going to come out with their own digital crypto for China. And something to keep an eye on. So far, they haven't completely banned individual crypto individuals from trading and things like that. But this is something to keep an eye on. But like this article is reiterating, this kind of stuff isn't new coming out of China. So that's part of it. So Elon Musk, and then creating the whole buzz around even though it's been debunked about Bitcoin energy consumption being harmful to the environment, and putting the brakes on that. Other companies are kind of doing that, following suit. Plus the China thing, there's kind of just hit this severely leveraged market. But in my opinion, it's no need to panic. It does hurt a little bit, but if any time, this is the time when everybody screams, buy the dip, buy the dip. And we're seeing that. We're seeing the dip be bought up, and that's a good thing. And if we just look back here on CoinMarketCap, look at the 24%, the 7-day and then the 24, just within 24 hours, up lots of all green, which is awesome to see. And now 3 cryptocurrencies to keep an eye on, because these are cryptos that weathered the storm during the big dip. And this is really cool. So Solana, Polygon, Matic, and Harmony all defied the market crash, solidifying gains when traded against Bitcoin and helping protect crypto investor funds. Isn't that incredible? I was keeping an eye on Matic because I have Matic in my bag, and I was noticing, I'm like, hey, Matic is holding strong during this crash, which was really awesome to see. And Solana Sol, I haven't looked into Sol too much, but I know that's a really great coin, one that you should probably keep an eye on and potentially invest in if you want. And also Harmony One, I haven't done much look into them as well. But any of these 3 that held really strong during this market panic, bloodbath so to speak, are probably a good idea to keep an eye on those. And like I said, I do own Matic, and really happy to own the Matic. So there we go. Quick look on the market crash, and it's already rebounding, and why I am not panicking during this time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know your thoughts on Matic, Sol, and Harmony. And there we go. Once again, my name is Matt Taylor, and this is my variety channel. Until next time, happy investing, everyone. Take care.